Week 3, day 6. Wow, what a gorgeous day. Anyway, before we get to the updates today on the property and the achievements and such, boy, they better have a toilet running for Lynn today, I'll tell you. But you know, that was kind of my fault in a little way because I keep getting him sidetracked on some other projects that also need to get done. So let's get to it. So it's interesting. This is the second time in a couple of weeks here, well, about 10 days, that we've had realtors walk on to the neighboring property here. And we've already got a agreement to purchase this land next door. And Lynn is going to get a formal letter signed now because we've got realtors here that are not certified by any agency, etc. And that tends to be a bit of a problem. And so when the guy walked on, I said, "What you doing?" "Oh, I'm looking to sell this property." I said, "Oh, how much are you wanting for it?" The guy said 10 million. And of course, he's got his client standing right there. And I said, "Oh, that's interesting, because we bought this for 2. Of course, the client, of course, was pissed right immediately. That's how the real estate kind of works here, guys. You got to be really careful. You have to know the market area. You have to know the price per square meter, which again, for us, it always comes down to, here's what my offer is. I don't care about the price per square meter, because they will charge you for that slope where we've got our retaining wall. Because let's say the old property used to be down by, say, that second high water mark there. And, you know, that's not usable land, right? And besides that, the DNR says you have to be back from the property so far. And we even had to pay for this area up here. And yet you can see by their concrete fence, we're not allowed to go any further forward than that. So in many ways, it's useless land, right? Especially if it was eroding, and especially if we didn't put these walls in. If you look, sorry, you're gonna look through the fence. Yeah. Anyway, if you look over there, you can see that that other piece of property has been massively eroding. And the reason it was eroding was that the jerk went in there and cut down all the mangroves. Now he's losing his land because of it. Now, in our case with these mangroves, we've been told we will also get a letter, somebody from the DNR to sign that we're allowed to trim these down to 10 feet. And we quickly offered that, you know, if you give us seedlings, we'll plant more. After a quick discussion, yes, we will tie these together. We won't be as aggressive with it, but because we have to put hollow block to support all of this rough adipose that we put in there, we're going to tie this across, okay? Because again, the patio is going to be elevated as well. Okay, and then this one here, of course, is the house, and it's going to get a little bit more involved because they're running out of room to throw soil. But I keep telling them, just keep heaping it up higher and higher, guys, because when you start backfilling, you have to deal with it. And of course, this run here, we will be doing flat. There's a polo down there. Okay, I'm not going to get any closer because we've got a guy grinding. Lynn and I had a discussion last night as to whether we should get a rolling air conditioner, which is what we settled on, because the price for a 1.5 horsepower is almost the same price as these ones. And that is not portable. So for our purposes, we are going to get the rolling one because it will transition to the house, and we can also use it in the garage when we have guests. So this fridge is the one that we've chosen. We're going to get this Samsung, and it's got a decent sized freezer, much bigger than the units that have freezer above. And this place is about 10% cheaper than City Hardware. So just so you know. Now, in this place, they have the big fridges if you want those ones too. Like the big, I think that's a 30-inch there. Most of these are just 24-inch, right, guys? That's a pretty standard size here. You just get taller and taller and taller. Now, here's a 30, but this is also about $1,500, roughly 63,000. Okay, and your standard type washing machines here. They're top load. Most people hang outside. Spinners are pretty good on these. We won't do one of these. You wash it here and then you transfer to here for the spin. Okay, and as customary in the Philippines, they open everything, they plug it in, and they make sure it works before you leave. Oh, Lynn is standing, so that means they're going to probably start testing our aircon. Okay, that's enough for this store. What's the name of the store, Lynn?
Imperial Appliance.
Okay, and that's in Bogo City, guys.
Yeah.
Now finish the flooring.
Oh, I guess these guys have a job on Monday. They're not going to get fired. Linda's got her CR. Wow.
Tomorrow, sir. No.
She's got her toilet anyway.
And we have to put the tank.
And now Michael puts the tank in. Okay, so Lynn and I will be here all day tomorrow. We're putting the bed over in that corner where that orange pipe is coming down is electrical. And we have a fly net. So we are ready to rock and roll for tomorrow. Whether we stay here tomorrow night or not, that's a whole different ball game. Wonder how the AAC is doing. Is it drying out yet? Wow, it sure holds water a long time. We will have to push the issue when they're going to deliver these AAC, make sure that they are dried. Sandra, come on. Who's a good girl, huh? Who's a good girl? Later, Gators.